Hey, what's up guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Streamline Builds. Today we're going to get back into the C10 here and finally get those seats done. I got everything we need, even got some burlap to wrap over the frames once we get the upholstery all taken off. So let's just dive in there, get those seats out, get them into the shop, and start tearing them down. Let's see here. Well, they definitely still look like garbage. No little elves broke in and fixed them up while I was sleeping. The good news is they're not bolted down, they're just chilling, so it should be real easy to get them out. Well, I tell ya, it ain't easy being rich in vehicles. Because all you do is play, who wants the battery charger next? Had this on the Camaro the last 24 hours. She seemed a little weak, actually didn't want to start. This one, she barely started, so better get her charged back up. That way, in case I ever want to drive it for real, I'll be ready to go. Okay. Flip of the switch, a little magic. We're cooking. Alright folks, it's time for the main event. Make sure you got some nice high quality H2O, because this job may take a while, might be frustrating, and might start sweating. I don't know. Stay hydrated. And might need some gloves. Keep myself nice and well manicured, fresh for tomorrow. And some real nice high quality dikes. Well, we might be demonetized for that. Side cutters, say that. And we're starting with a 13 millimeter, which, you know, that's Japanese terms, something like that. Metric, Canadian. But in America, we probably want to use a 1/2 inch, but I got a 13 here, so it doesn't reach. We're gonna have to get in here, pull these seat rails off. These are for 73 to 75 Blazer pickup, but I got the correct ones over there. We're just gonna have to do some reworking with them, but that's for another time. Today we just need to get them out of our way so we can start cutting back this old material and getting down to the foam, get that foam off. Okay, we got all our seat brackets off, and we're left with just a big mess here. There's wires and hooks and ladders and everything else just shooting out all over the place. Stuff's so crispy. Oh, well, I'm not sure exactly where to start. I guess come underneath, and we got all our hog rings around the perimeter of the frame. I gotta say, you older fellas, what a time to be alive. Injection molded foam seat cushions. I mean, wow, I never thought I'd live to see the day. But on a scale of 1 to 150,000, I would say that was somewhere in the 96.5 thousand range of difficulty. Definitely kind of cool, I guess, you know, wraps around all the hard framing and keeps everything in good condition, I suppose. I mean, the seats didn't hold up that well, but all the springs look really good, and all the framing's not all rotted or broken, which is saying something, I guess. The Camaro, other seats that I've taken apart before, you know, where you just got the cushion kind of glued on in a couple spots. There's always broken springs, stuff's rotted, and these springs were fully encapsulated by the foam. Hey, I get it. It was somebody's genius idea, but that is sure a pain to get that all cleaned up and off. Possibly, you know, a way to go about it would be to burn them. That would probably be easy, but kind of leave a charred up city mess after, and yeah, I don't know. But hey, we got it this far. I think that's pretty good. I don't think I really need to get too much more of it off of here. And this is kind of this cardboard that's stapled on these corners. I might try and glue some new pieces on there or something like that. Not sure yet, but let's grab some foam and see how that kind of sits on here. Okay, so here's our new cushions, and they look pretty good. I can see there's wire in here already with holes, access points for our our little hooks, because we're gonna have to kind of like put the upholstery on here inside out and then get in here with our little Asian fingers and try and attach stuff. It's gonna be fun, I bet. And then on the back side, it's all hogged out and notched, which is pretty cool, all the way around, that you can kind of slip it around the frame. So that's pretty cool. We'll try and see how they fit here. Bottom's kind of the same. It's got some notching all around. Looks like it just kind of sits right in there, real easy like. And it's tight though. Gonna have to push it into position. And let's see. So the bottom looks like the bottom here. I have to tuck it under. So I'll take this off and go through this opening. By the way, I did look on YouTube first, and I couldn't find any videos on this stuff, which would be great if I could. There's multiple upholstery videos and on GMs and alike, but nothing on these buckets and the pickups with the bench seat. There was a few on that as well, but I don't know. Take this cardboard off, I guess. I'm guessing I'll want to peel all this back and kind of put some spray adhesive on here, some Super 77, which I should have, and that way it'll kind of stay in place, be easier to work with the covers without these trying to slip around or move around on me. Yeah. I have to do the top first. Come on. Could you spray this thing with some lube first? Make things a little easier. Could be. Could be. Such an engineering marvel, I tell you. Very creative. I can dig it. And I see that on most seats you would need some protective covering, and I bought that padding to put over it first, but you know, again, that was just what I saw on YouTube people were doing, but this looks like it fully wraps around the frame everywhere. So you're not going to have any problems with anything getting worn through. So that's pretty cool. Just kind of tucks all the way around. Freaking nice. Looking good, looking good. Now, try to get this down under. Crocodile Dundee, going down under. Sorry, I am a dad, you know, gotta make dad jokes every once in a while. Don't hold it against me. Okay, so that's that. I think we're looking pretty fair there. This is all the way tight. It is. That should be good. Have a close look. Looking pretty nice. It's kind of has a little indent in the foam as well where it should sit. Pretty snazzy. This will just wrap over it, and you hook your base of your seat cover there. Seat cover wraps around there. I'm hoping that the seat covers have the wire and everything in it, and I don't have to add all those other pieces I took out. I kept them just in case, but we'll see. Well, isn't that just fantastic? It's a new day here, and this is where we left off yesterday. Did manage to lose all my footage of actually getting this cover on here, but you know, as you can see, she turned out pretty cherry. A lot better than what's in my Camaro, so I'm happy with that. Back side here, kind of doubled up all my clips just to make sure everything is going to stay secure and solid, and I'm happy with it. So I hope you all are happy with it too. But now we're going to start on the bottom, which may be more difficult. I don't know. I was thinking about it last night, and the way they had it before with these like fishing lures going through the foam and hooking on, that was ridiculous. So I'm really glad the new piece of foam just have the wire inserted in it that we can connect to. That'll be awesome. But yeah. Other than that, what did we go through yesterday? I was talking about all these pieces of wire here that go through the seat cover itself to attach your clips onto, and your hog rings, and I had to fish all these out of the old seat cover and use them again, because the new seat covers, I don't understand why they don't come with the wire inside of them. Very bizarre. And that stuff's kind of hard to get. Got to pretty much order it online, or last time with my Camaro I went to a upholstery shop, picked some up. But yep, these ones are in good shape still. They're not all rusted or anything. It's like a spring steel, so they're working. We'll get them shoved in the bottom seat cover, Get the foam on there and start wrapping it up. All right, so we got our front and back secured with our hog rings, and from that point we need to work on our sides, and that's where it gets a little trickier and really got to keep your eye on everything. I mean, I made sure that I stayed centered with all this, but now I just gotta push back as I go and pull it as tight as I can and get it like I did the top. That way we don't get any wrinkles. Oh, yeah. That's a nice fitting piece of seat right there. Ta-da! She turned out pretty good. I can't complain. And, you know, for my first time, I'm very impressed. I think it's a little difficult, and, you know, these, look how tiny these are. Teeny tiny little guys. Makes it kind of nice for getting into the tighter spots, but they're very hard on your hands and not ideal. I would say get yourself a nice set of these hog ring pliers if you're going to be doing this, and just take your time like I did. You know, leave one seat together and use it as a template so you can follow where things were, and that's what I did. Turned out great. So these are PUI covers. Pretty good quality, can't complain, other than not having the, whatever that rod's called, the listing wire, I believe is what they call it. It would be nice if they had that, but otherwise, not too bad. Everything turned out good, and next time we will just, I'm gonna get that other seat done next, but you guys don't need to see that. I'm just gonna go ahead and, we'll get the seat brackets all dialed in. The passenger side, they just need to be painted, pretty easy. We'll have to cut up the carpet a little bit and get the bracket holes re-exposed, since there was a bench seat in there last. And since it was original buckets, we got the brackets there, we just need to expose them. And then we're gonna use our 73 and up bucket seat rails. No, not the rails, the bracket off the rails that goes onto the seat. And we need to mount those onto our bench seat rails that came from the 67 to 72 style. So that's what we're gonna do next time, so we can get this driver's seat mounted, get that interior 100% dialed in, and that truck's gonna be rocking.